Hello, friends and family. This is Monday, and I am going to make me some beans and ham. But first, I got to get a little bit of dishes done. Water all hot and ready. And I got to show you this. You might think I'm weird, but I got this for Christmas. And I just had to buy another one and have two happy faces. Okay? So I'm going to use this one so I can get it use it up a little bit. And wash the dishes. Scrub the dishes. Over there. So last night we had cube steak and our home canned green beans. A quart of them. Which that's all we have left now is quarts. So, there we go. Trying to figure out what kind of dessert to make for this week. This week. This week. I don't know. We had berry pie last week. We've had strawberry shortcake. I might know something. Wash the dishes up. I always rinse mine in hot bleach water. My little friend right here. And if it runs out, I go into the washroom and fill it back up. And if that runs out, then we gotta get more. You know the routine. So let's scrunch up the smiley face. We'll do this, and then I am going to have some beans and ham. Because I bought an onion last week, and I want to have beans, ham, and onion. An old-fashioned meal. And I'll show you this time what we do with beans and onions. And I've got cornbread over here. Let me see here. Let me put you over here. I got cornbread over here in the, let me turn this light on. That I want to use up. Still have lots of fudge I made. So, I want to use some of this cornbread up. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, now, beans. Today I am stripping everything off out of my bathroom and cleaning and deep cleaning. I got all that stuff. All that stuff there is being washed. It won't be there after it's washed, dried, and redone. So that's what I'm doing today, is working on doing deep cleaning in the bathroom and getting my bed sheets, all that done. And I've got some other stuff sitting out. I'm going to be working on the church songbook and looking up some scripture today. So let's get started on this first. So it can be cooking. Find. There. Oh, there they are. I got to wash these beans. And after, I'm going to set this out. I remember in the back when, okay, I knew this person from Kentucky, and I think I learned that from them, that you put relish, zucchini relish, or chow chow by your beans when you eat your beans. So I've got this little thing out again, my precious little friend, the little crock pot. I don't want to make too many beans. And plus, I bought this white sweet onion. So I want to get started so these beans can get done before supper. Okay, let me get a bowl to clean. I don't know how many I want. So we're going to clean these bowls, the beans. And they will be dirty several times, I guarantee you. Okay. That's how much I used the last time, from down to here. Okay. That's one handful. 2 handfuls. I'm going to pick out the bad ones that I see and the floaters. Add a little more. Clean these up. Take your hands and clean them. So yeah, I decided to eat this, the beans. It's been a couple weeks since I've had them, and I thought, I like beans. I want to get me some butter beans or lima beans to eat because I like them. I don't remember liking beans growing up, or even, I don't remember ever wanting to eat them or seeing them much. I think when we would go to our grandpas or grandmas or something like that, they would always have a pot of beans sitting on the stove with their food. That way there was always beans up there. I don't do that. I wait until I want them and then I do them. So you can see this water is getting dirty. Now I might as well put the rest of them in there. Well, that made it dirty. Put you up here so you can see how dirty they are. Just keep scrubbing them with your hands. Nobody wants to eat a dirty bean. When I worked in a nursing home as a cook, I remember this lady that worked in there with me. She'd been there a while and she told me, she said, beans are the dirtiest food you can eat. So when you get these beans ready to cook, you make sure you wash them really good. So these are the little navy beans. There's one I want to put out. I bet you guys will find one before I do. Here's one. Is a maybe. I don't want a maybe, so I'll put it in there. Okay. Now I'm going to take these dirty water and take them over to the sink and drain them. I lost 3. There's a maybe, and there's a maybe. Well, maybe sitting all around the place. There's a maybe. A maybe. Okay, let's do this again. Now I dropped 2. No, I dropped quite a few beans. Good thing this sink is clean, because I'm about to clean it again anyway. Alright, let's get the maybes out of the way, because they're not going in. Okay, let me see here. Let's see how much dirt we can get out this time. Boy, these little navy beans, they like to fly now, if you don't do them right. There's one that flew out of there now. They're still a little dirty. The water is not clear. So it's still cloudy to me. So we're going to do this again. And this time, they're going in here. Strainer. Okay, put them back in here. Wash them. I'll take this water, if it comes out clear, I'll take it and use it. No, I won't, because my hands are in it. Yeah, it's looking pretty clear. So this is the 3rd wash. It's pretty clear. It is clear. So I'm going to rinse or strain this again, simply because my hand was in it. And put these back in here. Then we will just pour this all down in here. Okay. Need more water. Okay, so let's get rid of the bag of maybes and all that good stuff. The rottens, the bad beans, you know, whatever you want to call them. The ones that's not going in my pot. So now, we're going to plug this thing in and turn it on high. Turn it on high. And then later I'll work on the onion. We got to put the ham in here. I'm not putting any of that ham flavoring in this time. That's chicken, ham. Okay. I could put salt pork in it, but I'm not going to because I really want to use this ham. Could make me a little dab of ham salad. So, handful of ham chunks that I cut up, and making it hearty with some more ham in it. There. I'll use this to make chop up and make me a little bit of ham salad. Okay, now pepper and salt. Pepper and salt. Where are you? Pepper's probably on the table. Yeah. Salt. Trying to get it out of there. And pepper, as you all know, should know, I like a lot of pepper in my beans. So I'm just going to put some pepper in there. And, whew, yeah, I put it in there. I'll just use this. It's maybe to stir that up a little bit. I'll show you how much I like pepper in my beans. I really do. Yeah, lots of pepper. There is beans and ham under there. Some people don't like pepper, but in my beans, I like a lot of pepper for some reason. Okay, now all I gotta do is put the lid on this and let it cook. So we got them beans on. They'll take quite a while to cook. I still have leftover bread, so today, now, in a minute, I'm going to make me a grilled cheese sandwich. And with these, we're going to make bread pudding at a later time. Bread pudding. Good old bread pudding. Old-fashioned bread pudding. So, I need to get my ingredients out. Okay, I decided what I was going to have while all that's cooking is use some of this other bread, not the rolls that I'm going to make the bread pudding with, but I'm going to make me some French toast. I'm going to turn that on low. Very low. Just to let that skillet get a little hot. And I think the first thing I need to do is I will make, now I don't like cinnamon in my French toast. I just like eggs and milk and bread. Over there. I thought about making eggs in a basket, but nah, I think I want some French toast this morning. Now I'm putting a lot of eggs in here because I got a lot of eggs, and I am going to fix that up so I could eat on it later if I want one, or just put it in the refrigerator until I heat it up later. That's the way I roll. What I do for myself. Well, let's just go ahead and put a little bit of milk in there. I got heavy cream, but I got another recipe I want to do for that. Let's put a dab or two of milk in there and see what we got. And break them eggs up a little bit. They're going around the edge of the bowl like, don't break me. I'll do this for a minute. I got my quilt or bed quilt in there and stuff, and the other sheets are in the dryer, and next will be the bathroom stuff to tackle. But we can keep busy as we're doing all that. I got all kinds of gadgets, but this one was laying there after I washed it, so I thought I'll dirty it again. You know, have gadgets, pick out what you want, and use it. Okay, I think that's good enough. Let me put this down in that bowl of water. Let me see here. Get a bit on there. I don't want that on there. Okay, let me put these to the side and bring out this bread. Boy, if I ain't got a mess here. I said the biggest messes I ever have to clean after anyone is myself. Myself. But you have fun making them, so might as well clean them. Alright, now I got this bread here. I've had it in the refrigerator. I'm going to cut some up for my French toast. And then the rest of it, I'm going to go ahead and put in with the bread pudding. So I want to snip the edges off of here to put in that bread pudding. Still smells good. So we're going to make some French toast. You down in there. Looks good. Okay, let me put a little bit of oil in this. Move this out of the way. Okay, now, fork. Always use a fork, usually, to get this, do this. I have not made French toast since I made it for Dan and I about months ago. I'm going to let that soak a minute so it can get soaked into that good homemade bread. Yumma, yumma. That's my kind of meal. Put these in when I take the other ones out. Make extra bread and use it for different things. That one will be bread pudding. This will be French toast. We ate a good bit of the loaf of the other one, and he took rolls with him to work. So we're doing good. Now let me set you over here where you can see what's really going on here. Okay. I think this is pretty hot. That's going to hold more than two, Pam. Get these in here and get them soaking. This will hold 4 pieces. Of course, this bread is not as great big as the other breads that you buy in the store, so yeah, it's going to do 4 pieces. Now I'll go soak some more. Soak up some more. Let it lay there in that egg and milk. Cooking good. See? The homemade bread. And make French toast out of it. I'm not a big cinnamon eater, so I don't do a lot of cinnamon unless it's in like a pumpkin roll, pumpkin pie, anything like that, I'll eat it. Cinnamon rolls. You over here. See what we got here, what we're starting to get anyway. I might want to use that other spatula. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's doing good. There we go. That's one side I turned over. I don't know about you, but it sure looks good to me. Okay, everybody. I think this is, yeah, good. Give me a plate. Homemade bread French toast. Now, I'm going to put some butter in this with the oil. See if we can get this one out here yet. Oh yeah, it's more than ready. This one might be too. Oh yeah, it's ready. Said get me out of here. Let me turn that down a little bit. Once that iron gets hot, wow. 2 more pieces, and the rest will go into the bread pudding. I broke that. I broke it. Pressed down too hard on it. Ah. Boy, I'm going to clean that up. Yeah, once that pan gets hot, it's hot. Keep flipping and turning. Okay, everybody, we got 4 slices of French toast. I'm going to let, whoa, drop it. I'm going to let this cool, and then I'm going to put it in the freezer for when I want a French toast. Because any time of the day, you can always grab a piece of that and eat it if you get busy. So I'm going to eat this broken one. Yes, I am. Yeah, it won't turn over. It's going to be stubborn. Eat this one. I got one more to put in there. And I'll put it with the others. It goes in the broken piece. We'll just pour. I'll put one of these with the other, and I'll take this one. So that makes 5 pieces of French toast. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to take the egg and pour right over it. Not waste that egg. Cook that. and then I will eat it. I don't need all that. I am going to make 6 slices. There's 6 slices. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Of French toast. And I'll just eat this and that broken one. How's that? Oh. Hear it squealing for its life. Okay. So, I am going to fix this plate for me with the broken one. And another slice. Turn this off pan. And put some eggs beside it. Scrambled eggs. Get this one here. There we go. Now. So now we're going to eat what I fixed. Until hours away when that other stuff gets done. So here's my broken one and my French toast with homemade bread and scrambled eggs. And here's all the other ones. That's going to be cooled off and put in the freezer for me. Okay, now the first things first. We're going to get some good old butter and put on it. Pat of butter. Whoops. Got to get in here. I forget what my husband and I was eating the other night, but I know he probably thought, oh my gosh, look at the butter she uses. It was something. It really tasted good, and it was something I liked butter bread with. So I ate butter bread with it, and I really ate butter bread with it. Not a lot of butter bread, but too much butter, I think. But I don't eat a lot of it, but I like real butter once in a while on stuff just like this. Transfer him over here. Now for this, I'm not going to put syrup on it. I'm going to put honey on it. Real honey. Not a lot. Just drizzle it all over, even the eggs. Here we go. Now, for the real test, let's take a bite. That beats store-bought bread for French toast, I'm telling you. You can still taste that homemade bread with that little bit of a yeasty, you know, and then your egg mixture on it. Cooked just right. I cooked it. I prepared it. I might as well share with you eating it. So you can make a double batch bread. Do all kinds of stuff with that. They didn't waste nothing back in the day. when they had to cook something, they done everything they could with it. Be getting me some more of this honey. Good. Try these eggs. That looks a little dark. I don't want that one. Very good, delicious. Put in the comments what you're having today, what you're preparing. Today is Monday. So I may have French toast Tuesday and Wednesday, or whatever I want. I kind of always did and like to cook things up ahead and eat. But I mean, either way, it's fine. But I used to do that. Used to. Makes you just want to grab another bite. It's that good. Honey on my nose. I washed this cup up and poured some tea in it. I'm going to have to make extra bread just so I can put it in the refrigerator and make French bread. French toast. You can make I can make sticks out of them. French toast sticks. Like they have in the restaurants and stores. And just dip them in something. Or eat them like they are. Take as many bites as you can with that deliciousness. Filling. I was going to put pepper on my eggs and I didn't. Oh my goodness. I'm really digging in and getting some stuff done today while I'm in between this. Or this is in between that, whatever you want to call it. You could put syrup, honey, jam, jelly. Anything. Wine. Ooh. That's good. That's good. Two more bites and that's going to be hard to get down, I'll tell you. It's so good, but it's so filling. And it's fulfilling when you know you make something and you can use it for other things and you're not just wasting stuff to make it, you're just actually using it for other things. That's all. That's a lot. A whole lot for me. Now I'll take these and I'll cut them in strips. Later, after they get real cold. So anyway, that's our homemade bread. This is what I got left, and I'll throw it in with the other homemade bread rolls to make a nice bread pudding. I got a really old-fashioned recipe, and I found it. I finally found it. So I'm going to make that. And that'll take care of the bread. So I might have to make 2 8x8s or something like that for bread pudding. So anyway, God bless you, and thank you for coming in. And like, subscribe, and hit that like button. Isn't that what they always say? I guess I better say that. My food wasn't hot, so I didn't go like that. So anyway, it was bearable. God bless you. Have a great day.